friends, and welcome back to the Tozy channel for more IU, and our angel IU has blessed us. She has blessed us with a By Summer lyric video. Thank you very much. This, of course, we saw at her concert, and there has been no other version of it, except that right now, outside my window, Pine, it's that, there we go. I feel like I'm in the mood. It is raining very hard outside, even though, you know, it's apparently spring, but welcome to spring in Sydney. I was in shorts and a t-shirt on Monday, and now it's pouring rain, so whatevs. I'm going to distract myself with By Summer and generally loving this, and then we'll be back to Flower Bookmark 1 as we've started on at the moment. Again, if you are in possession of a link, if you know what version of a song from Flower Bookmark we should be watching, please do drop it in the comments and we will watch that together. Over on Patreon we have some IU TV and You're the Best, as well as we just finished When Life Gives You Tangerines and a million other wonderful IU things. The videos are always there. Come on by anytime. Link is in the description. Let's get into By Summer. Let's go. Catch ya. Immediately. That quality of being uplifting but also kind of making you want to cry, it's right off the bat. How does she manage to make music sound like memories? It's like she took the concept of a memory and turned it into sound. That's such an IU phrase, that. Bracelet of everything that came before. Oh, the tone of the bracelet. What a nice detail. I find the personification of summer in the visuals of that interesting listening to it and lyrically, and knowing IU and the way she chooses to write her music. I would say that By Summer is symbolic of a period of time, particularly, you know, maybe her youth. Maybe it's her 20s now that she's in her 30s, or maybe it's all of her youth now that sort of past 30. At some point past 30, you have the realization that you're really fully in adulthood. Sometimes it takes a little while. I joke often that I'm 26 in my head, but very recently I just turned 39, and I had a moment where I was like, oh, I am 39. Like, I look at my face and that's the face of a 39-year-old, and absolutely cannot pretend in my head or tell myself, oh, what's going on with my camera? Okay, hopefully that's all right. Tell myself that actually I'm still in my 20s. I'm very much not. Sort of for a long time I was like, oh, I'm 26 in my head, and now if I feel younger than I actually am, then maybe it's more like 33 rather than 26, because at some point you recognize yourself. I'm sorry, something's happening with my camera if I keep blinking out. It's upsetting. At some point you recognize yourself in your full adulthood, and even though she's like a couple of years past 30, I can never remember how old she is exactly because she's so youthful. You know, By Summer sounds like the kind of song that you have when you recognize yourself in your full maturity and you pack away all of your childish things, and they're lovely and a good memory, and sometimes it's very, very hard to say goodbye to youth and frivolity and to things that used to make you happy but don't fit anymore. And you wanted it to last forever. It feels like it's going to last forever, but it doesn't. It does in fact come to an end. No matter how silly and fun you may be as an adult, there is a time where your youth definitely comes to a halt and you have to pack those things away. So interesting that Summer is being represented as a person in that animation. I don't what is the word I'm trying to say? I don't recognize that image as someone particularly. If you know who that could represent, if that's meant to represent someone specifically, please do let me know. It's not triggering anything for me. I'm not seeing that and going, oh yeah, that's that person. Maybe it's just a personification rather than being about someone specifically. That said, with the representation of person on screen, and of course talking about using words like we and we ran with the night chasing us and all the rest of it, it could also very well be a song about the end of a relationship. Could be a romantic relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be something that you simply outgrew at some point, something that felt like it was going to be a long-lasting relationship, but at some point you grow up so much that actually you can't be in each other's lives anymore, or a romantic relationship coming to an end. As always with IU, it really could be interpreted in many ways. I was talking about her as a songwriter recently, and why I just think she is superior to so many songwriters, and particularly so many very popular singer-songwriters whose music I often find really very basic, and particularly their lyricism. It's so literal. So many people are so deeply literal, and IU is so deeply poetic. And the beauty of having a poetic, stupid camera, the beauty of having poetic lyricism like that is that it can be interpreted in any way, and whatever it is that this might mean to you. I mean, By Summer to me at 39, well then there goes my youth, because at 40 there's no pretending anymore. That's just next year, and I'm gonna have to say goodbye to everything that came before, that sort of thing. Like, that's what it could mean to me, especially because I've had no relationships come to an end for a long time. It's been a very long time since I've had to say goodbye to anybody. So that's how I can interpret it, but because it is so poetic, you may think of it differently. And knowing IU, it probably has multiple dimensions because that's how she writes. That is how she writes. I'm gonna have to fix my camera now. This is where my control center is, if you're wondering why I'm looking here. It's freaking me out that that's blinking on and off. So sorry that that's flashed on and off during our chat. But let me know what you interpret by summer as. Put that in the comments. And like I said, join us over on Patreon if you would like to watch some IU TV and IU on TV together. Thank you so much for joining me for more IU. 감사합니다. And setting out, and I will see you soon for more. 안녕.